For this second sample, I'm going to sew the limb. I've cut out 2 pieces of fleece and I've put them good to good, the fuzzy on the inside. I've drawn a line at the 1 centimeter mark with tailoring chalk, thread up my machine, put the foot down, needle down, sew a few stitches, reverse, and I'm sewing a craft seam at the 1 centimeter, the needle a centimeter away from the edge of the fabric. Whenever it feels awkward, needle in, foot up, and pivot. You're going to sew around that curve, pivoting whenever you need to, and reversing at the beginning and end, just a few stitches so it doesn't come out. Lift the needle, lift the foot, cut those threads at the end and at the beginning. And now I'm going to flip this. And you can use a little bamboo pointer stick. You can put it on the end. Flip it first with your fingers, and then use it to help you push it through. And then once you've got it flipped to the right side, you're going to stuff it. Now if this were your project, you'd use the stuffing I bought at the store. But to save money, we're just going to use the serger scraps. You can poke this through to make sure it's out nice and evenly. And just grab some loose threads and little bits of fabric. Put it in. And if you need to, again, you can use the pointer to help you push that in. And then once you've got the stuffing in, as much as you'd like, you're going to sew that opening shut. If you don't, the stuffing is going to fall out. So just put that all in and make sure it's not overstuffed, because then it's actually quite difficult to sew it shut. You don't want it understuffed, but certainly not over. And then foot down, needle down, making sure you're not starting too close to the beginning. If the threads go into the machine instead of into the fabric, it's going to get stuck. It also might get stuck if you sew too close to that big seam at the end. Then cut your threads. And you'll notice that the limb is quite a bit smaller than the original pattern, because anytime you sew things together, you lose for the seam allowance, and then when you stuff it, you lose as well when it gets goes from 2-dimensional to 3-dimensional.